Hello and welcome to another episode of Hit or Miss. I'm Mike and this is Bubba's Workbench. So today we're going to talk about the Watco brand Butcher Block Oil and Finish. So let's get right into it, the pros and cons. The pro, it is a documented food safe or food contact safe product. And what that means is that once cured, it meets the governmental standards set forth by the FDA to be considered or be classified as a food contact safe product. Additional benefits, it's a wipe-on finish. It tends to not darken your wood as much as oil. It does act as a film finish. It creates a bit of a shell. Now that also goes hand in hand with the species of wood you're using, which that to me is a plus, because with a outer shell, it provides a slicker surface so that, such as in the case of coffee grounds, they don't have the static cling as an oil finish seems to do. So then on to the cons. Once again, this is dependent on the species of wood. Is that with oil, you know exactly how your finish is going to turn out. It's going to be a flat finish that will absorb into the wood as much as the wood will take. Now with this product, the more layers you put on, you end up getting a bit of a gloss. And on some woods, depending on how dense the grain is, that shine is more significant. And for me, I don't want any shine on the wood. I want that flat, dull richness that oil brings out in wood. I enjoy the wood and I want to look at it, but when you put a shine on there, it somehow cheapens it. It's because of this, when you're going over the different sections of wood, the gloss is going to be inconsistent, so it makes it look like you did a poor finish. So it's rather difficult to get a consistent look on whatever it is you're putting this on. I recommend you test this on a scrap piece before you apply the final finish, as results will vary. So with that, with the pros and the cons, I would say this product is definitely a hit. The best way to show exactly what I'm talking about and hopefully help you make that decision on whether this would be the right product for you. Let's show you the results. Okay, what I have here are 3 of the scoops that I did simply with a mineral oil finish. And as you can see, it's like as I would predict, it's an even, flat, just enriches the wood. No shine. So here you are with a single coat with the Watco, and you can see in direct comparison, the oil definitely darkens because this is maple and walnut, so it darkens both. And in some ways, I don't like the maple being so dark, so that's what happens with oil. So that's where you can see how the Watco can help you out if your result, like mine was, I want as much of a contrast as possible. And with walnut, it's one of the woods that, as I mentioned before, it does absorb well and pretty much still leaves the same kind of flat finish. So walnut's a good example, or you get a good result with walnut. What we have here, we have some Paducah. You can see how dark, let me find yes. So here's Paducah with Watco finish, and here's Paducah with an oil finish. And as you can see, once again, oil darkens the wood. With Paducah, you're getting a flat finish, an oil type finish. So now you grab something like ironwood, and now you can see you get more of a shine. Now, once again, this is all a single coat on here. So once I do a second coat, it's going to intensify that shine a little more. Whereas with the oil, it doesn't matter how much I put on there. It just, it's going to stay flat. So here's a Watco ironwood, and here's oil with ironwood. Not too far off. This one's still a lot more flat versus this is starting to get a shine built up. And then here's a cutting board, which it's got one coat of the Watco, and you can't even really tell. So clearly on a very porous surface, majority of it's going to soak in. So for a cutting board, this is definitely could be a benefit. And now let's look at what 2 coats. So here's walnut with 2 coats of Watco. You can see it's got the a shine building up versus the, here's our comparison then. You know, oil, 1 coat and 2 coats. It's still not bad. Walnut has such a, it absorbs so well. So you can see, you know, oil, single coat, 2 coats. Now other woods, such as, now we get into zebra wood. You can see how there's got this shine to it. And inside of here you can really see it reflecting. Now I don't care for that personally. Osage orange, same idea. You can see the shine that you get. Even marble wood. So it's all subjective to what types of wood you're going to use. You know, cherry. So as I stated before, I just recommend you test on a piece of wood, a sample piece, before you put your finish on, or you may not be happy with your results. Until next time, you take care.